Look at my face. Look, I am African American.
Cyrax is not American.
Just so you know, I am African American. Look at me. Look how African American I am.
Cyrax has been showing his face for decades now.
Can you get more cringy?
Showing a character's face is now cringy.
In the Mortal Kombat games, the old ones, the good ones.
How much you want to bet this man can't do a single impressive combo in those older games?
We never saw Cyrax without his helmet. We always wondered who the he was underneath. We didn't know.
Cyrax showed his face during his second appearance, about 4 years after his debut.
And then in MK Gold, we finally got to see Cyrax without the mask. And
Oh, so you did know that. Why are you trying to gaslight people and act like his face was a mystery for a long time?
we saw that he was, well, hard to nail down the race there.
Really? Hard to nail down his race here? Bro caught himself in a lie and still kept it in the video.
Later, he became Jamaican.
Cyrax has never been Jamaican. Fake fan detected. Listen, you don't have to be a super fan to critique something, but at least do some Google searches before going on an unhinged rant. I bet this guy doesn't even know about the fan favorite character, Zabron. Yesterday, we talked about how Mortal Kombat 1 was roasted by the commentary community, and in many ways, this roasting was deserved, but today, we're talking about the dumb takes. Fair criticism is one thing, but some of this stuff is just corny. So today we're looking at those takes, but keep in mind I actually watch and enjoy some of these channels and I don't want anybody going after them and leaving a bunch of mean comments. This video is just for entertainment and at the end of the day, Mortal Kombat 1 is just a video game. So without any further ado, let's begin. One of the dumbest takes that I see in so many of these reaction videos is Cyrax showing her face. Because apparently the only reason she's doing that is to remind the audience that she is diverse. She is a woman and she is black. According to many of these commentary channels, that's the only reason that Cyrax is showing her face. Forget the fact that Cyrax has shown his face for decades now, and in Mortal Kombat 9, a game that is pretty much the opposite of woke. I mean, for Pete's sake, the characters dress like this, and I loved it by the way. In that same game, Cyrax and Sector spend more time without their masks than they do cyberized. And it definitely wasn't woke back then, and I don't think it's woke in the new game either. I think NetherRealm is just showing off the motion capture technology for their characters' faces. Back in the day, it wasn't as good. And actually, in Mortal Kombat 9, the developers got roasted for the lady faces being ugly. I never personally thought that. I believe Kitana's face in this game is actually quite good looking, but maybe that's just me. I'm a big fan of sharp facial features, what can I say? And I also appreciate how the women had bigger muscles back then too. But I digress. My point is, anyone complaining about Cyrax or Sector showing their face a lot clearly has not been playing the past games, because if they did, then they would know it's nothing new for Cyrax to get a lot of face time. Though I do wish I could have been a fly on the wall when Total MK first played MK9 and had to go through Cyrax's chapter. Oh my god, why is he still a human? Put the mask on. Why are you showing your race so much? Oh my gosh, this game is so woke. Put the mask on already. Jeez, we get it. You're black, you're Jamaican, we get it. You're African American. Real quick though, I do want to make it clear that Mortal Kombat 1 is not above criticism, and if people don't like the changes made to the game, they don't like Sector and Cyrax being a lady now, they think that change was dumb and unnecessary, that's completely fine. I've got no issue with that, but I do take issue with seeing Sweet Baby Ink's logo in so many of these thumbnails. Come on guys, do a basic Google search. Sweet Baby Ink did not work on Mortal Kombat 1. And if you don't believe me, you can check Sweet Baby Ink Detected, you can check the credits of Mortal Kombat 1 itself, you can check the actual website for Sweet Baby Ink, you can go to a Wikipedia page, DEI Detected, you get the idea. Nowhere is it listed that Mortal Kombat 1 worked with Sweet Baby Ink. If you want to call the game woke, that's okay in my book, because there definitely are some woke developers at NetherRealm. Nobody can argue that if you're paying attention, because for Pete's sake, Shao Kahn quoted Trump in Mortal Kombat 11.
Let us make Outworld great again.
And then even Shiva said this.
Men are inherently the weaker sex.
And unfortunately, there's many more examples that I could find, but my point is NetherRealm has made some woke decisions because some developers at that studio definitely are woke and they put their changes into the game. So if you want to critique that, then go ahead. I've made multiple videos critiquing the changes I don't like about the recent Mortal Kombat games. And those videos in particular got me grilled on Twitter. It was honestly quite funny how just using logic to debunk something gets people really mad. But now for this next segment, let's look at some of the really cringe thumbnails I can find on YouTube if I just type in Mortal Kombat 1 woke. Once again, do not go after these channels, I actually do watch many of them. But even so, some of these thumbnails are just unhinged and cringy. First up, we have a thumbnail from Hypnotic which says, "We was robots and shit." So this is in reference to "We was Kangs and shit," which is an actual quote from a hilarious pseudo documentary with a bunch of of fake historical facts in it, but what's weird about this is, I guess he's roasting the game for having an African character? But that's weird to me because Cyrax has always been African, and Cyrax has always shown their face a bunch in the past games, all the way back in Mortal Kombat Gold, and even for Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, an entire alternate costume was showing off his race. Cyrax had his face exposed the entire time, and then in Mortal Kombat 9, we knew the exact African country he lived in, which was Botswana. But then for some reason in Mortal Kombat 1, it was changed to Niger. I have no idea why. I think that NetherRealm just forgets things because they've called the Lin Kuei ninjas before, and the Lin Kuei are the opposite of ninjas. And they also keep forgetting how characters are related. In one game, Kung Jin was a cousin of Kung Lao, but then in a different game, he was like his brother or something. They keep mixing this stuff up. Anyway, my point is, you can call Mortal Kombat 1 cringe if you want to. You don't like the characters being gender swapped, I get that, but the reference to we was Kangs and she doesn't really make any sense because Cyrax has always been African, so I just don't quite get the thumbnail. It seems like it's rage bait, which I always find pretty cringe. Oh, and look, it's my buddy Feet. The hell is this, Wakanda? Ah yes, because once again, Cyrax is African, and therefore Mortal Kombat 1 is Wakanda. Never mind the fact this makes no sense, because in Mortal Kombat, the Lin Kuei created these cybernetic suits. The Lin Kuei is Chinese, Sector designed the suits, and she is also Chinese. Whereas Wakanda is an African society that has hyper-advanced technology. None of that is in Mortal Kombat 1, so this thumbnail makes absolutely no sense unless you're one of those people who thinks black character, therefore Wakanda. This character being African just means Wakanda because what? She's in a cybernetic suit that's really advanced? She didn't make the suit. It's a Chinese suit. How is that Wakanda? This makes no sense. And I saw a bunch of people on Twitter parroting this too. Oh, they're trying to be Wakanda, they're copying Marvel. How? Literally, how is this copying Wakanda? Once again, Wakanda is a very advanced African society with really high-tech technology, whereas in Mortal Kombat 1, these super high-tech suits were made by Chinese people, not Africans. What is going on here? You can't say Wakanda just because it's an African character. That's messed up. Next up, we have this thumbnail from Minimal Effort Live, which says Sweet Baby Inc. gender swap Cyrax and Sector, and even includes the logo in the thumbnail. Again, real quick, if this video had been made months ago, I'd understand, because for a brief moment, people did think Sweet Baby worked on Mortal Kombat 1, but that's because somebody made a fake IMDb page, and then someone else used that as a reference, but you can't trust IMDb because anybody can edit that. And after more research was done, it was discovered that there's no actual proof that Sweet Baby Inc. worked on Mortal Kombat 1, and as a result, that game was taken down from the listings. Now, does Mortal Kombat 1 still make some woke decisions? Yes. Does Mortal Kombat 1 definitely have some woke developers? Yes, absolutely. And if you find that stuff cringe, that's fine, but also this thumbnail and title is an outright lie, because Sweet Baby Inc. did not work on Mortal Kombat 1. For me personally, I also think it was a silly and goofy decision to make Cyrax and Sector into women, but I'm not gonna outright lie and say, oh, they worked with this infamous company. Overall, that's the three main goofy takes that I'm seeing all over social media that's just downright corny. I see people saying that, oh, the character is showing her face because she's African now and they're trying to force that, it's DEI, they want everyone to know that she's African. No, Cyrax has been showing their face for decades now. Even in Mortal Kombat 9, Cyrax spent most of the game showing his face instead of covering it up with a robot mask. So no, that's not a woke decision. I think the NetherRealm just wanted to show that these characters are wearing cybernetic outfits like Iron Man suits, and that's why the helmets keep opening up and showing how their faces are normal. The number 2 dumb take I kept seeing was Sweet Baby Inc. working on the game. From what I can tell, there's no evidence of that. If new evidence comes out, then fine, that's completely okay. I won't die on that hill. But from what I can tell, Sweet Baby Inc. did not work on Mortal Kombat 1, yet everyone keeps saying they did because so many large channels have already spread that lie around like wildfire. And the third corny take I see online everywhere is Wakanda this, Wakanda that, just because Cyrax is black and from Africa and wearing a high-tech suit. To me, that's messed up. You see an African character with advanced technology and just think Wakanda. I agree that woke stuff is cringe. I don't really want woke stuff in my video games, but to go this far in the other direction is also corny and cringe in its own way. When I was in college, the term snowflake got thrown around a ton, and rightfully so, but now it feels like everybody's a snowflake. Even the people that are counterculture are now snowflakes. They get super offended about any basic change. Cyrax and Sector are women in Mortal Kombat 1. Is that unnecessary and a bit of a weird change? Yeah, but to get so freaked out over it, to get this disturbed over it, is just snowflake behavior. Even though I agree that making Cyrax and Sector into women was completely unnecessary, I'm not gonna lose this much sleep over it. I'm not gonna hate farm it this much. I'm not gonna milk the cow this much. Alright everyone, as you all all know I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about all these reactions to Sector and Cyrax in Mortal Kombat 1? Do you think all the hatred is justified? Do you think it's a bit out of hand? Do you find it cringe? Let me know any and all of your thoughts. Because like I say in all my videos, I truly do enjoy reading each and every comment, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton. And then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs. I bumped the mic.